St. John's, their first real road test against the Friars of Providence in the mighty Big East. Recovered by Lewis, it's going up. You know it's going up with him, and with the shot clock winding down, it needed to.
Yeah, one
scoring guard, first and foremost. Not a prolific point. There's a runaway train called Richmond. Somebody went to sleep. Richmond could really be a problem. Missed it, but Davon Smith, who is just all over the floor. I always liked you because you like left-handers. Off the dribble. Richmond drains it again. St. John's, on the other hand, doesn't normally take as many, but right now they're draining him. And there's Davon again to the Big East Conference. Richmond giving it up. Here's Lewis. Looking to run that curl. There's that block out there, trying to keep him out of the paint, but he's just on fire.
this second half, and we know what they've been.
Edge four with Edge in his slam. And one coming.
Wow.
That was big time.
Well, the second half.
I mean, there's no doubt he's a psychologist when it comes to the feel of playing time for players. Oh, my! Edge four. Boy, that's one you'd use in a horse game when you weren't defended. Iwuchukwu, number 8 in red. Wilcher, as you advertised, he's going to need to make some of those. Beautiful. That's just a thing of beauty. Davon Smith runs that as well as any, and Iwuchukwu knew what to do with it. And a 3-ball answer from Jaden Glover. And his block got it knocked away by Richmond. Lewis with the follow, like he shot out of a cannon.
And he's done a nice job in the second half of getting downhill, too. Oh, look at that big
Richmond! Oh, yeah, I think Kadari got the memo in the open floor. Great work by Lewis again. He's everywhere. RJ, don't call me Luis. Lewis.
It's at the wrong time.
Smith, yes, and a foul. Big time. At 5, there's a steal. Richmond, Lewis, rising and 1.
How about that pass?
4. Looking on Mila. Oh, boy, how about that? How about that? It's a 4 at the buzzer. St. John's wins.
And you shoot the ball like that, you're going to lose 90% of the time. You're going to get discouraged about the missed free throws. And we knew that if we let them have threes, they're going to win the game. So we came at halftime and said, look, you lock down the three-point line, we'll win this game. We got very uptight at the foul line, but it never bothered them. Never bothered them. They were disappointed. I said, don't worry about it. Get the offensive rebound, get back, win the game. It's all that counts is win the game. We talked about it at halftime the entire night. Doesn't matter if you make missing shots, missing free throws, win the game, and they did. And Providence played a terrific first half, and we did a beautiful job in the second half.
Coach, a 16-point lead in this building they had. How proud are you guys?
I'm proud of them because they didn't have it. Young people today, when they're missing shots, missing free throws, the basketball deflates and they get down. And that's all we talk about. Don't get down. Win the game. And you go 11 for 26 from the line, you're supposed to lose the game. Could have won it comfortably if we make it, but we didn't. We won it the tough way.
How do you feel about your performance on the glass?
Zuby's a monster, always been. Aaron made 2 big plays. The offensive rebound, diving on the floor, making the steal, 2 big plays by defense. And we're not built like Providence to make threes like they do. We're built to stop people and grab rebounds. And we'll get better from the foul line. We just got uptight with missing ones.
Rick, what did you do defensively on the three-point line in the second half?
What we were doing is they were straight line driving us, forcing us to help and getting a 3. And I said, we got to guard the straight line drive. And we did in the second half. That's what leads to the 3. It's getting beat off the straight line drive. But you got to give them a lot of credit. They're without Bryce, and they played their tails off in the first half. But this, I told the guys in one timeout, this is nothing. I've been down 30 points with 15:30 to go on the road. It's nothing. You're going to come back and win this game. You just be patient, take your time, one possession at a time.
Rick, is it fitting that this game ended on offensive rebound just to give them the way that you guys really scrapped on that side?
Yep. I think Zuby is, this is a house where I always say Billy Donovan was the hardest worker I've ever coached in my lifetime. Away from the court, he worked hard. He's doing slides with bricks in his hands because I said laterally you have to get quicker. Zuby is probably second on the list. He was having a bad night, missing free throws, and I said, please don't get down, just be Zuby. And he was. And he got the rewards for it.
Could you just compare the emotions from losing at the buzzer a month ago to winning at the buzzer today?
Yeah, that's basketball. But I wasn't disappointed so much in losing the game. I was disappointed in the clock. A little different. We won that game in overtime. All they had to do is do their job with the clock. But unfortunately, you're in the Bahamas. But this was a big win for us.
Did you have two game plans, one for Bryce and one without?
We sort of knew he wasn't going to play late this afternoon. But we didn't believe it. A guy by the name of Kevin McNamara tweeted it out. So we follow every Kevin tweet. It's really important for our program.
Well, it's his birthday too, by the way. So
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Rick, was Kadari hurting?
Kadari's knee, he went up for that dunk, and he fell on it wrong. And I just had to give him rest. Tonight we had to go with other people.
You brought him back in, but then you kind of kept on bringing him in, taking him out, bringing him in.
Yeah, he was hurting. He was hurting, and I'd rather go, even though he's a great player, I'd rather go with players who are 100%.
Is this something that's going to be an issue, or do you
No,
think
he just
he'll be
needs.
all right? He just needs rest.
It's patella tendonitis. He needs 3 days off. He'll be fine coming back.
How much more enjoyable will this make the 8 days off and the holidays to go with a win like that?
You have no idea, because we feel that we're turning the corner on a lot of areas. But all I talked about at halftime, screaming at him actually, about you guys got to know how to handle adversity in life. You got to stop getting down about a missed free throw, stop getting down about a missed shot. This is the road, and the road is tough to win on, indicative of every Big East team lost on the road. So give them credit, they played a great half and win the game.
Rick, you said that you told the guys that they're going to win the game. Did you sense that belief in them that they always thought they were going to win?
When we went to 9 and then we went to 5, and the way we were playing defense, prior to that last shot, they didn't make a 3 the whole half. So if you can take away the straight line drive, take away the 3, you have a chance to win.
Rick, what were you telling them during the timeouts to keep them going?
I just said you're definitely going to win the game. You're going to win the game. Don't worry about missed shots. Worry about defense. Switch at the right time. Do the things defensively that we did in the last game, and they did down the stretch.
Rick, what did you think of the way that they responded to having the game tied with so little time left?
You don't understand that players, young players, even though they're a little older, you go 11 for 26 on the line. You're down because you think, RJ, I may lose this for my team. This is Zuby all over again. I may lose it for my team, and we got away from that. And so let's just win the game. We don't care, miss free throws. We can erase the missed free throws by playing great defense.
Rick, are you concerned about the free throw line, or do you think it was just one of those
Look,
nights?
if I show you the charts with our free throw shooting, 95 out of 190. The only guy who's not a great free throw shooter numbers-wise is Ruben and Kaman. Everybody else is pretty good.
What's it like being back in Providence?
You saw my tweet tonight. I want to do what the NBA does, because we almost had a brawl in the Bryant game. There was another incident with a Big East team. There's another incident with, I tweeted out, no, it's Providence. I don't want them to think that we don't want to shake their hands, because we do. But I think the NBA is better, because I think there's so much trash talking, there's so much hard feelings when you lose. Why are we doing that? Jacek said to me last night, he said, Coach, in 1987, we never shook hands. He said it would have been brawls every night. You try to shake Georgetown's hands after you win, look out. So, I don't believe in it, because there's too many incidents now with coaches as well as players. But this was Providence. We were going to shake their hands, but they had a disappointing loss, and I understand.
Ricky, when you came here last February, you said that Billy the Kid's number should be up in the rafters. It's going to go up there in February. Just how do you think that maybe you were a little bit of the catalyst to that, or just you always?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Stevie Knapp that. But I'm more proud of the fact, I'm very proud of that, but he was just nominated for the Naismith Hall of Fame. What a year he's having. And he beat the Celtics. So what a day. Look, Billy's like a son to me. He deserves to be up in that rafters. Only 2 Final Fours in the history of the school. Billy carried our basketball team. Without Billy the Kid, those dreams can't come true. So he deserves it. There are only 8 coaches in the history of the game that have won back-to-back championships. And as a player, he played in the Final Four. So Naismith Hall of Fame is calling. I couldn't be any happier. Not only winning tonight, but because of Billy, it's an awesome Christmas.
Rick, do you plan to do handshakes for other teams, or you're not sure?
Look, my motive, like I said in the tweet, I respect all coaches. I shake their hands before the game. I respect all players. I just don't want to see fights. I don't know why. There's so many incidents that you guys don't know about going on right now with coaches going after players in the line. I just think you're just building something that could be bad. The NBA waves, fellas, nice game. Some teams disappointed. They're trash talking all the game. We got butt, so it's not a healthy situation. But my AD wants me to shake hands with everybody. Listen, I'm a soldier in this army, and we'll shake hands.
Rick, can you say that the team is turning the corner in a lot of places? Did you find out something new about this team
I think they're
today?
mentally maturing. I think 3 weeks ago, with missing all those free throws, all those shots, we lose by 12 to 16 points. But they're maturing mentally and getting tougher, because tonight we didn't have it offensively. We weren't doing very many good things, and they still found a way to win on the road in a tough environment.
And you talked about the toughness of the environment. Do you think it affected that in the first half?
The free throws, like I said, we're good free throw shooters. I think when you miss a couple, I remember missing a one-on-one in the ECAC when playing Providence. Could have iced it, and I missed it, and I'm a great free throw shooter. So it just, the moment, the pressure on you is enormous. You're at the line, if you make 1 or 2, you're going to ice the game. You miss them both. The pressure, it's all about pressure.
Rick, you've talked about getting the St. John's fan base back. You said that a few times. For those who aren't sure where you guys are to win a game like this, what does it tell those who want to come back but aren't sure if they should they believe?
I'm working on 2 or 3 people at a time your age that have nothing to do with St. John's. We set up a room where everybody can have drinks before the games and food before the games and halftime and after the game. And I would say 90% of the room are not St. John's people. So I'm cherry picking guys your age 2 at a time. I'm going to get to about 300 before the season's over, and we'll see what we can do. Everybody else is like my age.
Thanks,
Everybody have a Merry Christmas.
And just playing for each other and having fun. And that's something that we didn't do in the first half necessarily, including myself. I didn't come out exactly the way I usually do. So to just come out in the second half, and we all knew what's on the line, that this is going to be a tough game for us. And we knew that if we could win this game, that we'll be in a really good spot. So we just dug deeper and deeper every single possession, and we came out with the win.
Cindy, can you describe what Coach Pitino was like in the huddles during the breaks?
I mean, he wasn't going crazy or nothing. He knew that it was a long game, and from the first half to the second half, he knew that it was going to be a long game, that it's going to be gritty. It's going to be a gritty win because they play so physical. So he knew that it was just taking one possession at a time and playing defense the way that we were accustomed to, and that's exactly what we did in the second half. And everybody went home happy.
What does this kind of do for you guys to your first true road game, down 16, to find a way to win, a tough place to play? What does that do for this team?
It really shows that we could fight through adversity when things are down, and we pick each other up, we lift each other, we play off each other, and we got out to win. This is a tough environment to win in, and that's exactly what we did. And now we just look forward to the next game, and right now we're just mainly focused on just going home and spending a little bit of the time with family and coming back and getting ready for the next game.
How many free throws do you think Coach can make you guys take in next practice?
Oh, I mean, close to 500, man. We basically need that. We know we got to work on it, but we're not going out there trying to miss shots. But I think it was a little bit of jitters. I couldn't speak just for myself, but there's a little bit of jitters. Obviously, this is our first road game, and rowdy environment. It was really loud, so that's something that we got to work on. But to come out with the win, like I said, it feels good.
Thanks, man. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.